Hey guys, Jared here, Magnetic Men's Club. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. If you're new here, thank you for tuning in. I definitely appreciate it. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for continuing to join and follow my journey. Today I want to talk about two different mindsets. Somebody who has an abundance mindset and somebody who has a scarcity mindset. And we're going to use a jar of candy. I love candy, so we'll use a jar of candy. Jar of candy sitting there, and one person has the thought that this is all the candy I'm ever going to have. I don't want to give it out too much to my friends and my family because I won't have enough for me. And so when somebody asks for a piece of candy, you have this anxiety that comes over you. You have this almost guilt that comes over you. Maybe even some resistance that comes over you to giving out this candy because you're not viewing it as more candy will come in. You're viewing it as I'll never have any more candy ever again. The other mindset is, look at all this candy. I can't wait to give it away. People are going to enjoy this candy so much, and I'm able to enjoy the candy. So you create this era about you where you understand that the more you give out the candy, the more you're giving of yourself, you're creating space within that jar for new candy to come in. And you also probably understand, although you might not verbally understand this, subconsciously, the candy is rotting anyway. The candy is going bad. So what would be the point of hoarding candy that's perishable? So the person with the scarcity mindset might not fully understand that, and they're hoarding all this candy, maybe for up to a year, and they take a little bit of candy out every time, but eventually all the rest of the candy is bad. And now they can't enjoy the candy. They can't have other people enjoy the candy. They have to throw the candy out. So the candy's perishable anyway. Having the abundance mindset, you understand that, man, the more candy I give out, I understand more candy is going to come in, and that candy is going to be more fresh. Which mindset would you rather have? Would you rather have that abundance mindset, understanding and knowing that the more you give out, the more you give of yourself, you're actually allowing space within yourself to be filled with new? Or the scarcity mindset, knowing that you have to ration everything that you have because you never know when new's coming in. One creates dysfunction in your life, one creates drama within your life and anxiety. The other one is very freeing, very easy, very light. It's all about how your perspective is. And because everybody has different perspectives, and I'm not saying you have an abundance mindset in every facet of your life. And I'm not saying those who have a scarcity mindset in every facet of their life. But more often it's true. If you have a scarcity mindset, more often than not, you perceive everything through the lens of scarcity. If you have an abundance mindset, more often than not, you perceive everything through that lens of abundance. So how do you shift? How do you start shifting if this is something that you want to create a change in your life from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset? What are some of the things that you can do to shift that thought? The very first one, these are actually all pretty easy, but the very first one is start taking an inventory of yourself. What's working in your life? What achievements have you made? And maybe you're young and you haven't really had any achievements yet, but maybe you're healthy. Maybe you're really good in school. Maybe you're just book smart. All of these things are working for you. Maybe your family is healthy. Maybe you have a really good group of friends. Maybe you have a great girlfriend or boyfriend. All these things are working for you in your life. So celebrate those and acknowledge those. That's the very first. It's very easy. But once you can actually identify the wins in your life it actually fills you up a little bit. Like, you know what? I'm not as horrible as I thought I was. I do have a lot of cool things going on in my life. Celebrate those. Never minimize those. The second thing you can do is, and I always say this, if you hang around losers, if you hang around people who have this lack mentality, you're going to represent and reflect upon them. So you want to get around people who have a positive mindset. People who have a positive mindset generally have an abundance mindset. They look at possibilities through everything. They don't look through the lens of this narrow lens of all I have is this. They look through the lens of what if I can do this? They look through the lens of what if I don't fail? And they have that curiosity about them that makes them go into that particular season of their life curious. Often people who have an abundance mindset are very successful, or they have the potential to be very successful, because this abundance mindset, this thought of the more I give of myself, the more room I have within myself to receive, is very true, number one. But having this thought allows everybody else around you to feel free. They're not going to play small because you're not playing small. And because you are surrounding yourself with the same type of mindset, none of you guys will play small. And so together as a team, you guys can create massive wins for yourself. So understand, you have to associate with people that you want to be more like. Maybe you are right now in a group of friends who you love them. I'm not saying to get rid of them, but they're kind of negative Nancy's. They kind of look through that lens of lack, and you don't want to. I'm not saying get rid of them. I'm saying find other people that you can start associating with, spending some time with them, and carving out some time for your old friends. But understanding that maybe you've been given a gift by meeting this new group of people. You can be a beacon for them to maybe pull them out of this negative mindset that they have. Showing them that it's okay to wonder what if. What if I go and talk to this girl and she shoots me down? Yeah, but what if she doesn't? What if I start this new business? I could fail. Yeah, but what if I don't fail? This is having that mindset. This is having that shift. Getting around other people, understanding that, getting around other people, they will help level you up. Another one that's actually really easy, and I do this a lot, especially when I kind of feel just a little bit weighed down, is just volunteering. You can volunteer your time, maybe in a dog shelter, maybe a soup kitchen, or just in your neighborhood if you're young, you know an older lady or an older couple that might need some work done around the house. When you give up your time, when you give up maybe something you're really good at and you do it for free, you're allowing newness to come into you. You're allowing that space that you've just given up to be full again. That new energy, that positive energy gets refilled. If you have that scarcity mindset, that lack of, go give up your time to somebody. See how happy they are that you thought enough of them to want to help them, and in the best possible abilities you have, you help them. See how grateful they are. See how good you feel about yourself. What just happened, you gave up your time and this gratitude came into you. They're happy, you feel amazing about yourself. This is all that abundance mindset. To the same thing, they kind of go hand in hand, is having that gratitude, being grateful for all the things in your life right now, and being grateful for all the things in your life that aren't working. You want to be grateful for those, because if something hasn't worked out in your life, maybe you just went through a bad breakup, you want to be grateful for the opportunity that you had a relationship with this person. Even if that relationship was horrible, it taught you something. It might have taught you something that you didn't want to learn, but it taught you something. Having gratitude in everything, good and bad, does foster in this idea that another thing you can do, and this is something that's really hard for people who have that scarcity mindset because they're so focused on lack. They're so focused on not giving up too much, and they're actually very closed off in what they have. They don't recognize opportunities. And when opportunities present themselves, they have this negative connotation of, oh, somebody's trying to screw me. Oh, somebody's trying to take money from me. Somebody's trying to get one over on me. How many times have you seen that? I have. One of the biggest things I do when I'm coaching people is I give them a free hour so I can understand what they're going through. And then I tell them, hey, in order for us to go further, we need to do X, Y, and Z, and here's the cost. Some people get very offended that I would charge them to help them unfuck their life. They completely get offended. I'm like, you have, my friend, a very scarce mindset, and this is why you're in the position you are right now. So they have no ability to recognize opportunities. They see everything as negative. They see everything as somebody coming and trying to steal from them. People with an abundance mindset, they're curious, but they're smart. They're not just going to go into every business, but they have the idea of what if. What if this does work? And finally, the last thing you can do is just take ownership of your life. Don't say you're not where you are in this life because of somebody else. You're exactly where you are because of the decisions that you made for your life. This is exactly where you are. So by taking ownership of that allows you to move forward, allows you to recognize, okay, I'm not where I want to be because I made some really stupid decisions in my life, but I'm ready now to level myself up. By taking that ownership, you're freeing yourself. You're freeing yourself of the burden of some of the mistakes you made and allowing that space to come in and be like, all right, what do I need to do to level myself up? It's not too late. I want to correct my life. I want to be the best version of myself. What can I do? So understanding that everything that happens in your life, good or bad, is a direct result of where you are in your life right now. This is your starting point. This is the things you need to do in order to help start working on having that mindset. Life is beautiful. Everything around us is abundant. Yes, your current resources are finite, but opportunities are abundant. Opportunities come in, situations come in, different value sets come in your life all the time, and you want to be almost like an open beacon. You want to be able to receive all of this as much as possible so that you put yourself in the best position to be the best version of yourself. My name is Jared Schoonmaker. This is Magnetic Men's Club. If you found this video helpful, please hit like. There's a lot of you guys that watch my videos, and I thank every one of you, but you haven't subscribed yet. So next to the like button, burn a calorie, hit the subscribe button, and then just move that finger up a little bit more. There you go. Boom. Hit the bell icon so you know when new videos being dropped. With that, have an amazing day and we'll talk soon.